Welcome, Marie in Zone 6, and I have a rhetorical question for you. Are these jazzberry super petunias going to be out here blooming in the snow in December or January? I mean, they're still looking decent. Oh, and the pink cashmere verbena. You know, I know I should be more appreciative, but I would like to plant tulip bulbs, and I really like to plant them in November. That's my preference. Oh boy. I had 4 of these Sally Holmes roses. I had 4 in my south garden, which is to the left right now. And I dug one out, and let me show you where I moved it. Headed back to the back garden. We've had some really windy days, and both of my begonias were knocked off the containers they were on top of. So I just stuck this one in this turquoise container. You know, this is the time of year where it's like I'm low on energy. So they're doing good that they're not in the compost. And this one I stuck in, like, I think a planter that I bought a plant in. Just to kind of keep them stable and a little elevated so that the furry bloom bandit isn't tempted, I think it's a groundhog, to try to eat my plants. Anywho, headed this way. Oh, one thing at a time. Okay, so right here on this unfortunate looking post, I know I have this iceberg rose here, which is doing really well, and it more than likely will climb. Didn't feel like waiting. So I dug up one of my Sally Holmes from my south garden, and I transplanted it. And I dispersed the canes, laterals, whatever they may be, I don't feel like figuring it out right now, across the top of that post. And so that should look good. And I like the iceberg as well as the Sally Holmes because they're continuous bloomers, and the leaves usually look pretty nice all the way into the fall, as you can see. Ooh la la. If you've watched my channel before, you've probably noticed a change. And the arborvitae, the tall arborvitae, conical arborvitae is gone, as well as one of my topiary arborvitae. Let me show you where I moved those to. But before I do, so exciting. The New Dawn has gotten some really long canes, so I was able to train them across here, over across my mirror. And so I think that should be fabulous next year. Faboo. And so now with that arborvitae out the way, it won't block some of the blooms from being appreciated. All right, moving hither. You see a can here or there that shouldn't be. You're not imagining it. All right, so over here by that table I built years ago, and that faux shed I built years ago, and that extension I built on the fence last year, I moved that other, what is it, topiary arborvitae back there, and the conical arborvitae right next to it. So I wanted some evergreen interest over here. I'm working on increasing the evergreen interest in this backyard. This isn't the first year I've been working on it. So slowly but surely, evergreens tend to be expensive. But I was able to recycle, per se, these evergreens and move them over here. And those spruce I got last year for like $2.50 each plus tax. I have them on my table, which I need to repair. And an arborvitae in between. Oh, and in my faux shed, I planted a limelight. The rose I planted in there wasn't happy, it didn't do well. So it went to a better place, aka the compost. And I put a limelight in there, and it should get plenty of sun because that's the south side of my house, and there's a limelight on the other side of that fence, which does really well. Petunias. How exciting. Headed this way, I recently acquired this beautiful arborvitae. I had a hosta here, a variegated hosta, which is beautiful. I replanted it somewhere else, but I felt like it was better to put some evergreen interest here. And it takes so long for the hostas to emerge. And that Gatsby star oak leaf is pretty substantial. And the hosta was proportionately, it was a lot smaller than it needed to be to look right. So I think this is a nice size arborvitae, and I think it looks good. Where I took out that, in the South Garden, where I took that Sally Holmes out over in that area, I'm going to put this limelight I got on sale. I'll put that over there to replace it in that area, along with the other limelight that's on the other side of the fence. I'm trying to make a semi-white garden over there. I will call it a white garden. I have bobos I planted over there, and my Sally Holmes and the what is that called? Japanese viburnum, which blooms white in the spring. But the Sally Holmes, they have peach buds, so it's not an all-white rose. So a semi-white garden is my goal on the south side of my home. Speaking of evergreen interests, I think these arborvitae I put here to replace the boxwoods, they had gotten, that boxwood moth had gotten to them. So I replaced them with these arborvitae. And I'm happy. They're a lot bigger. They look more established. And back behind here, headed to the hidden garden, I added this boxwood in a container. I think that looks so cute right before you get to the hidden garden. Add some kind of structure back here. Ooh la la. A look at the back deck. These mums have looked really good for a really long time. Give a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Toodles.